Well, tonight was a little bit tough to swallow. I think Coach kind of hit it, on the head. I think we played well enough to win the game. It's just a matter of the puck going our way. It's awesome to hear that we have home ice for next weekend. It keeps us back in our rink with our fans, and that really brings another element to our game and really gives us an advantage, especially here. So it's very nice to hear that. We would have liked to get the win tonight, but obviously it's a little bittersweet seeing as we get home ice. I mean, I think we had over 50 shots last night and, tack on another 36 tonight. I think we could have got a little bit more quality chances. I don't know exactly what the quality chances were out of those 36 shots, but, I think that, getting the puck to the net wasn't our problem. We played well enough to win. Everyone was kind of on the game, and, I think we could have won, and it's, the benefit of seeing them a few weekends ago rather than at the start of the season is that we know what they bring, we know their systems, we know what we need to do to counteract them, and we know that we can compete with them. We had two good games when we played in here. I think we surrendered a lead, if I'm not mistaken, in that second game to get the win. But I think we'll be ready to play next weekend, and again, home ice is huge, and especially with our fans, and hopefully we can come back next weekend, put this loss behind us, and get 2 wins.
No, I thought the play was good. It's interesting. I wasn't overly excited last night, and we won. In looking at the 50 shots or 52 shots we had last night, I thought didn't necessarily equate to a lot of great scoring chances. But then tonight, in some respects, I think we generated better opportunities. I thought we were pretty stingy defensively. It's kind of any mistake we made was a pretty big one, though, and certainly that's not on Darren Smith. It just seemed like out of the 11 shots they had 3 scoring chances, and all 3 of them they converted on. And I did want to get Charles in there, get him a taste, and I was pretty happy with how he performed after not being in the net for a while. I thought he looked very comfortable. But I'm not disappointed with the effort at all. Some plays here and there I'd like to have back. But if I look at the game in totality, I thought we played a strong game, and not a lot of regrets in terms of effort and compete level. Just regrets maybe in a couple. The one goal that they scored shorthanded. Simone had the puck up at the point, and he was just trying to rotate to get ready to shoot all in one motion, and I think the puck just skipped it. And it was one of those nights where something like that ends up in the back of our net. But all in all, the penalty kill was strong. Power play, we created numerous chances, weren't able to convert, but we had a lot of good looks. So, my feeling is if you play that way in a 3-game series, you're apt to win 2 of the 3. But you've got to play that way for all 3 games for that to come into to account. But I'm confident that we play like that. We're going to be a handful, and we can make some noise in the playoffs. No, not surprised at all. I thought the refs did a really good job. And matter of fact, on the first goal, they disallowed for against us. Dave Sensor has seen our video guy, saw the review, and wasn't surprised when it was overturned. He told me between the first and second. I thought the officials did a good job this weekend. It did seem like a lot of reviews, though, but that's just the way it goes. And, I'm kind of old school. I don't like a lot of reviews. I just like the game to keep on rolling. But nevertheless, it's good that those officials, they want to make the right call, and I appreciate it. These games, as we go down the stretch run, are really important, not only to us, but to the Lakers and all the other teams in the standings. And with that said, then this becomes, pretty important, these games. So they made the right calls, and I thought the officiating was good all weekend. It hurt losing him so early. I think he got hurt on the second shift, and that put all the weight on the 5 defensemen. I thought they really performed well. I really did. I was fine with our defensemen tonight. In regards to his prognosis, I don't know yet. It's nothing too grave, I don't think. I think, my hope is that he'll be able to go next weekend, but we will still wait to hear what the doc's got to say. Well, I had to kind of laugh at Chad. I love our players. I love the enthusiasm of all these kids. He's talking about, well, yeah, it helps. We know their systems and this and that. They also know ours too. So it's the same. Yeah, we know. Right now, not too many teams change with the way they play. So we're aware. Walt Kyle's just a tremendous coach, and they've got some pretty high end players. That Dominic Schenk, and he shines. He does. He's a good hockey player, and they've got they've got good goaltending. It'll be a really even series. I wasn't no surprise if this thing won 3 games and an overtime at the end of the game 3. But with that said, yeah, there's some familiarity. The nice thing is you don't have to sit down and break down, 15 hours of tape because we do have. We'll go review these games against Tech and get a look at that. But it won't be like starting from scratch, anyways. But same for them. They'll look at the tape and go, yep, that's what they do. Okay, we got it.
And possible line changes.
I think we're going to probably move some lines around. We did going into this weekend. And, we kind of have in the second half at times. And so I think, looking back, I would like to watch the tapes of this game and get a feel. But I think that there's probably a little tweaking we're going to do on that. Maybe a little bit more than just some tweaking. But we'll take a look and move some pieces of the puzzle around a bit. Well, that's a good question because that was one of the more difficult decisions I've made in some time. I didn't really know which way to go on it. My feeling was Darren has played well, really well. I didn't want to pull him from the standpoint. I didn't want people to think I was laying it on him because that would have been far from the truth. The same token, Charles works really hard, and I did think I think the guys would rally around playing in front of him and being down 2 goals, a little different look, getting Charles in there. I thought was a good thing. I just felt the guys would respond to that, and I thought they did. Why they did get more shots that period. Lake State 8. I don't. There was one really good save I thought Charles made, but for the most part, a lot of those were just dumps on net. I liked the way Charles came in. He looked comfortable. He played the puck well, and I thought too. Darren was pretty sick coming into the weekend, and it's just one of those viruses we got going through the entire team, and. I just thought, what, he gave us good 5 periods. Let's get Charles in there, and I was happy with his play. Well, what's interesting is a lot of people can look at the stats, and they can look at the accomplishments. It's all online. It's easy to see. If you're at the games, it's easy to see what they mean to the team. But it's the other things that aren't on stats and that I'm really proud of this group. The leadership you hit on is right on the money. It's just really a good group of leaders. And then the other thing people don't like the quality of students they are. They're all at above a above a 3.0. They're probably all above a 3.5. So they really take their studies seriously. It's the kind of thing we're proud of, and I think that also permeates the rest of our team. That goes to leadership as well. So yeah, they mean a lot on the ice, but that's easy. You can look at the stats and you can look at their accomplishments. But what really I like is that they take their maturity away from the rink, and I think that's the kind of thing that will pass down from teammate to teammate, and we're really proud of them in that regard too.